I'm a man of fear.
Wait, no. Yeah, I consume something about being or what about it.
Bridget make the joke like, you know, some $3 million
Like you'd enjoy gay porn. Like you'd know what?
Alright, welcome once again, guys, to the Jano podcast.
What the fuck am I? Hello?
Yeah.
So start we up now, set we up now.
Yes, yeah. Welcome back to another episode of the Jano podcast. I don't know. Tonight we'll be talking about the banning of dancehall / trapper music. Me personally, I think it feel like when I think it makes sense personally, but I will discuss it. You see me? So first things first. Keisha, what your thoughts on all of this?
I get the point. I get what they're trying to achieve, but I doubt it's going to be effective. Like, you're only preventing them from playing it on the radio and TV, and those are the only two things, for the most part, governed by Broadcasting Commission. YouTube is still a thing. Spotify, all them at their side, it's still a thing. It's still going to play.
Alright, cool. Same sentiment shared. Mr. Nothing in 14.
Oh, you see it. I understand why. I understand the idea, but I think it's a drastic. It even that effective because nobody listens to radio. But it's I think it's a stupid. It's done in bad faith. If anything, I don't see the point because it's not going to stop anything. Because music is a very small factor in the whole notion of crime.
Or real. Such be, give me your thoughts on this whole topic.
I feel like God know a foolishness because them use the same bad man tune them in a election and the same bad man tune them come and claim say them want ban. So to me it's slight hypocrisy, but who am I to call politicians hypocrites, you know?
She's spitting!
All right. Moons. Yeah, I was coming with some controversial comments, you know. The man of the hour.
You see, I don't want to say what I actually I think.
No,
right now,
man. Talk
when
your
I
mind.
think some just try
King.
to be controversial.
No.
But I kind of agree with everybody say right now. The only difference is I think the government not go far enough. I think them should just kill them.
Some moons.
Execution, hello?
Some moons. In if the solution they're trying to achieve is, do you know the solution they're trying to achieve?
Yeah, they want to reduce the cultural zeitgeist, bad man music and chopper music and all that shit.
All right.
So you have to lick it right at the source. You can't just cut off them a plate. You have to cut off the people who make it.
No.
So
Why you want to start
crime by committing crime.
Yeah, so
Why?
I'm so
I know
lost.
what time when the state do it.
No, Jesus Christ. Some moons. So if the solution is that, why do you think the best possible method is to murder them?
No, listen. Murder might be a strong word, all right?
So what do you mean when you said kill them? Wait, hold on. What did you mean when you said kill them?
What I did really mean was like just remove them from existence.
So I really like what this comment said. Feel like banning all production of dancehall music would force artists to actually be creative and make better music.
Oh, that's crazy. But then that's wow. That's very subjective because who are you to say that what is better music, and I think dancehall music is pretty nice, pretty decent, pretty
I
good.
Yeah.
agree.
I
Nah,
feel
bro.
like a
I
lot of the
think there
artists
are
Disagree.
really are
Dancehall
I
music.
think
I
there are
think
different types of
Listen,
dancehall
I
music for
think
different purposes.
sonically, yes, sonically and lyrically, maybe it can be, but not psychologically.
Yeah, like
bro, we
I
need
like
state
listening to
mandated
I
reggae
like
music.
busting gun when I'm driving. Like it's very nice.
You
It's
know, on your way
subjective.
to your 9 to 5, when you're just a talk about bus going rob bank, call them something there. You know the
Exactly.
vibe.
And you listen to a one contract kill and go about your day and yeah, like it's very
Protocol,
subjective.
100 shots, and you just come out and go in your work and come out at 5 o'clock and come back home.
Exactly.
So I guess the argument is the music really contributing to the stuff that's going on in society right now?
That is a good question.
No,
Good,
but of
amazing
course,
question.
if you're looking at it as a whole, if out of 100, yes, it's at least one. It plays at least some
Yeah,
factor, at least a
Yeah.
tiny
for
bit of a
sure.
factor. It's just so small that it doesn't make much sense to
It's not
focus on it.
significant, you know.
It's
There
not
are other
significant.
factors that are contributing to it, in my opinion, but I do think it popularizes a lot of things. So, like Skeng, I will say Skeng pop. Like the reason why everybody at Pop Molly now is Skeng. Like people were doing it before, it just wasn't as popular.
I think it's circumstantial. Depending on the artist, because you have people who are not as influential and people now gonna really look on them. But depending on who exactly is saying it, because certain people idolize certain people. You have people who idolize Shense, you have people who idolize the King of Dance, or you have people who idolize people like that. So I think it definitely depends on the person on their platform.
Okay, but what
True,
about an
that's a good
artist
point.
that has two different messages? Like, for example, Massacre will sing Contract Killer and then sing a song like King or any other song that is more uplifting. What
Yeah, it's so contradicting.
Yeah,
But
the
at the
king
same
song of the
time,
every
like,
black man is a king for Chroma keep on a year.
excuse me, that's actually a really good song. Like lyrically, the man
Really
pushing
good song,
pen.
my backside.
Yo, take the man
Brother,
off the
me
call.
couldn't
All
Anyways,
right,
believe some
another
of the
you
year one
cannot
song like,
conversation.
compare coffee. That
no,
comment, you cannot compare coffee because like you. All right, I'm not. I don't know the words or the terminologies, but coffee and massacre or coffee and vibes cartel. Make we say that then. They're not singing the same type of songs. The same way Coffee and Jada
ca-
Kingdom not singing the same type of songs.
True, and they're also, I
They're
don't
Yeah,
think, like
very,
and
they're
appealing to the
very
same
different.
artist, the
yeah,
same audience.
and at the same it's easy. Coffee's music is easier to generally easier to digest than Bless Her Heart, Jada Kingdom's music. I most old people like the president, like Obama and them people, I'd find it more appealing to hear Obama listening to Coffee than to hear Obama listening to Good Pussy Problem.
So
Boom, 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 boom.
why are we trying to make music for Obama though?
No, well,
Why?
I personally would have made music for Obama, but Coffee made music for Obama. I don't know why Coffee I made music for Obama.
you know why we are trying to make music for Obama? Because we want to be one successful nation. That's why we are trying to make music for Obama. We're not trying to make music for the idiot at a roadside for go burn weed. Fuck them.
Yeah,
Them not
Hello,
provide nothing.
yeah. But at the
hello.
same time, it wouldn't be I think it would be counterproductive if everyone was making the
The
same
same
kind
type
of
of
stuff.
music.
There has to be diversity.
Oh, so I have a question.
Shoot.
Do y'all agree with the statement that music essentially mirrors what the most times the artist is going through?
Yeah, of course.
Circumstantial.
No.
What?
Not all the
Yes.
time.
Or it's
In
either it
a
mirrors it
lot
or
of
it's
cases,
essentially a
yes.
social commentary.
No, well, I mean it's
If
both.
if
It's both. Some artists are singing about what them grow up doing and what them see and what
Yeah.
them know, versus some artists that are doing social commentary. I think Chronics is more doing social commentary,
Right.
and
Mhm.
I think Mavada is doing dirt and things like that. But it's
dirt
just like it's
how.
just dirt as in shit.
If
As
I
in, but
dirt,
you know.
Wait, whoa. Mavado have to be one of the realest dancehall artists who I have. What you mean by the man of the dirt as in shit?
Mooney, what is Moons? What is Mavada most recent song?
All right, change the topic.
So
So,
somebody asked,
what me
somebody
they
said
say?
everyone is making the same type of music. No, that's not true. You're just
That's not
hearing the same
true.
type of
That's
music
not
because that's what's being made
true.
popular.
Disagree actually.
Nah,
In
I
a
disagree.
general context, I think most people at least have one song that speaks to the same thing.
No, bro,
Like
it's
Murder?
not.
Yeah,
But
every
he said he
dancehall
made a
song are the
general
You
exact
statement
same
see?
though.
thing.
He said every song is the same, right? No, but like it's not. Oh, are we talking about dancehall specifically then?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
Yes,
okay, never mind
dancehall.
then.
No, that are the one them band. They never ban reggae music.
What have to
I don't
I
think
do?
it
mean,
sounds
They
the
didn't
same,
necessarily ban dance on it. Them just ban
but it's
chopper
off of the
songs
radio.
and
but
no,
okay,
I
what
didn't
does
ban
the
chopper. A
ban
certain
mean?
subsection of dancehall songs.
Yeah,
Yeah, anything that has to do with
It
Anything promote
gang
is the
violence,
ban
thing,
just,
chopping,
guns.
anything illegal.
I'm
but is
looking
the ban
something.
just
But that are
radio?
literally dancehall, my youth. Don't not talk about.
It's radio and TV. So
That's
like
not even
ER
dancehall
report.
though.
So like ER report and ER report.
They
Me can't
actually
tell you the
said
Yeah.
last
that
time me hear a
the
dancehall song where it branch out from chopper music, drugs, gun, poor, gyal. Why else you having a dancehall?
Moons, what is the last hit dancehall song you've heard?
Yo, the man I go on tell him to suck him mother and
No,
I'm
because you don't know. Because a lot of the things that people are saying, these perspectives are coming from people that don't listen to dancehall music.
Alright. Please enlighten me. Give me some of the wholesome dancehall music will come out in a recent time.
Backers. Backers.
Hell?
But every black man a king is a good one.
Yeah, King by Massacre.
My girl, shut up with
Um,
that fucking I'm
they
not
will
no
have
bullshit
no.
about every black man a
to be
king. What me look
honest.
like? Why
Okay,
you eat that?
Calm down.
why are you so
Really.
Don't yell at
aggressive?
me.
Why?
Me
Don't yell
nah
at me.
calm down. Listen,
Your
the
panty
same
Yeah,
man
tight
that
okay.
sing
too
You
Purpose
don't have
Gun
to
can't
calm
tell me about
down.
every
You
black
don't
man
have
a
to
king.
calm
Me not give
down.
a
Don't
fuck.
yell at me.
Alright,
Why are you so
I'm sorry. I
aggressive?
apologize. I shouldn't yell
Whoa.
at you.
Is your panty tight?
No, I'm up on my period right now. You can give me a
But
pad.
but anywho,
Yeah, I
I
can
can lend you a
actually.
tampon though.
goddamn. But as
Oh,
I said, still a lot of the things that people are saying are coming from these opinions are coming from people that don't listen to dancehall. If you listen to a lot of dancehall, you wouldn't say that a lot of dancehall is the same. Like everyone is making the same type of music. Everyone is not making the same type of music. What is
Well,
highlighted now
Give me
is
some
chopper music.
example.
But
I don't
no,
think so. I think okay. I think they're not making the same kind of music sonically, but the subject matter is the exact same. It's
yeah,
either violence, sex, drugs,
yeah, because that's
or
dancehall. You can say the same thing about rock and
scamming.
roll music.
The
Yeah, you
thing,
Yo,
can
That's
say the
she
not
same
said
thing
the
but
about
dancehall.
there's
rap.
a
exact same thing,
but
Weasel.
there's a
They
No,
can
but
difference
But
you
that's
with.
chat
not
like a
dancehall
retard.
though.
they can
That's
say the
not
same thing about
dancehall.
art.
As a
So I
person
just
who's
hold my
coming from
chat.
a musical background, dancehall is literally what the name states. Dance in our all a joke. No, it's meant to make you move. It's a dance genre.
The thing
And
is, if
so
they're
people
going
like
to,
Sean Paul make dancehall and nobody listens to that shit.
You
Sean
know.
Paul.
if they're going to
Sean
say
Paul
Hello?
that,
makes music for my grandmother.
if you're going to say that
Remember
everybody
when
is
dancehall
making the
music
same
used to be about
thing,
one actual dance?
mm.
Anyway,
Oh, I just
Anyway,
said
where
that
I say
Ding
touch B?
Dong. Ding Dong makes
no,
dancehall. Hello?
I was saying that if you're going to say this, like let's say I say, oh, everybody have the same music in a dance hall today. You'd have to say the same thing about R&B. Say, oh, everybody all them sing about a love. You'd have to say the same thing about pop. You'd have to say the same thing about hip hop.
Agree.
You'd have to say the same thing about rap. Say, oh, everybody a rap. Say them sad or them move from this to riches and all them something there. The thing is
Agree.
that in dancehall, and you can use a lot of the Jamaican artists to differentiate. You have different styles. You have different types of emotions coming out in music. Massacre will probably sing out in your heart in a one tune, and somebody else can come and sing the same song, and you get a totally different vibe from it. Now, they might not all be singing about, oh, more Fokabi or whatever sorry language, but like, they might not all of them are singing about that. Because Jada never started out with that. Shensia, she did start out with that. Who we can say? Coffee never started with that, but kind of different subgenre if you kind of think about it. But all I try to say is that not everybody is singing the same thing, because it. Alright, you see, if you love the chopper song them, that alone you go hear. You're not gonna listen to nothing else. If you listen to only the chopper song and you go on one part and you hear while
Protocol, we have hundreds.
right, that's all you're going to hear, because you don't listen to any other dancehall music. You listen to those songs when you go out a road, at them song that you listen to. So in your head, yeah, that's all that is playing in dancehall today, but that's not really it.
Mind you, that's what's popular, but also like it's the way how they talk about the same subject in a completely different. So you'll have songs like Tom Brady that is exclusively about fucking in the rice way. You'll have stuff like Ramping Shop that is exclusively about
I
fucking in the rice
absolutely
way.
despise that song, by the way. It's so disgusting.
Well,
Makes
Ramping
me
Shop
want to vomit.
specifically. Tom Brady slaps. But
Literally.
anyway, but you'll
Throw
also
that
have
song away.
songs that speak about sex. And like if you go to a girl party, the song is still speaking about sex. It just doesn't sound the same.
Mwanga one girl party.
Wait, I think we are talking about
So
the wrong
here's the
thing. So
question, Mahav. Here's the
go
question,
on,
Mahav.
Vince.
Is it a case where we don't want to acknowledge the fact that the music where one society produce is a reflection about how the society
That
act
me
and
just did
feel
I go
and
say
think?
moons. That me just did I go say moons. Give me a kiss right now.
Hello?
Yo.
Yeah, sir.
Yo, Wendy.
Say it again,
No,
please.
because it really does reflect our society and our culture and the things that are happening in Jamaica
That's
right now.
That's what music is supposed to do.
Yeah.
No, but it's not reflecting
So
it
if we
in
take that
the
into
right
account,
way.
more
It's
on the
actually
med
encouraging it.
something right
You get me?
now.
I try to say?
One of the biggest educated, well, decently educated fields that most young people can go into right now is pretty much call center. Even if you have a degree, if the degree don't worth anything, you probably gonna go on call center. So, and the biggest threat where Jamaica have when it comes to them call center is the rise of scamming, specifically call center type scamming. So when the government say, yo, we want to ban this type of music because we think this type of music are embolden one culture in the country where going to lead to a negative outcome, you don't think they might do this for an actual reason? Like, wouldn't you think maybe, yo, all of them scamming song here probably are one result of the uprise of scamming in Jamaica as well? And we just embolden the people and we keep on to do that? No, they can sing music while they do it in the background.
Hey, wanna have me moon that bit
That's such a good, that's such a good
Yo, something
point.
wrong.
Brilliant.
Something wrong.
But think about it. The thing is, the music isn't banned in general. It's just banned off of the radios.
Exactly,
Those
on
people can
public
still
platforms.
You're right.
go
Them
to
for go
YouTube.
farther.
Those people can still go to Spotify.
And how are they going to? No, wait. How are they going to do that?
No, but how are you
Hey,
going
listen,
to stop
we
me
not
from
have the
scamming?
resources for doing
Tell
an
me
online
now.
shadow ban. So like me say, you have to cut it at the root. I don't want to
And
say
it's not
people have to
ethical
disappear,
either,
but
because you can't rob people of them intellectual property. Like at the end of the day, as a writer myself, if me I write about a situation where I just thought me I go through, I just thought me feel for right, but that's what I'm
All right,
inspired
so
by, then
My
I have
God.
I have 3 points. So first point, some of them ask the comment about them don't know about separation. Some of the art, and I agree. Some of the artists do, but some of the artists do grow up through that and them singing about it. Some of them don't grow up through that, but they because that is what people are relating to. They will try and mimic it. I am very confident that some of these artists grow up very very okay, but they can't sing about it. Them can easily just sing about it by hearing and knowing, just being socially aware by making social commentary. Second point, Mooney, I don't know what you're talking about. You're so left field retarded that it's just me. I just don't get what you're saying. And the first and what Nipples was saying earlier, about goddamn. Anyways, real still, man. That's how I said it, but I don't remember.
What maybe I say a while ago?
I think, okay, is it that maybe people just want to sort of feel like they're a part of a lifestyle that's unattainable?
Not necessarily.
So like, hold on, let me expound on that question so we can really fully understand what I try to ask. Because like, all right, most of the songs are about sexual activity, you know, about a girl, it's a gallus lifestyle, or getting money, or just living this lifestyle where the regular Jamaican doesn't have the experience of. Um, so is that maybe like a thing? Is that why these songs are so popular?
Not
Like,
necessarily.
could that be the psychology behind it? Maybe.
Part of it is just because
It's
genuinely it just
it's
sounds
It's
hard
good.
to
just
say.
fun.
Because all right, let
It's
me
just
expound some
fun.
more. Because all right, if you look at like social media, or this influencer type of
Mm-hmm.
thing that's going on right now, the reason why we even have influencers is because people are influenced. You get what I'm trying to say? So like, could we say that? I don't know. What me even try to say?
You know,
I feel
may I try
like
to say something to that specifically? Because gone?
now I was just going to say that I feel like people, I don't think they're trying to be a certain lifestyle or trying to be what they aren't. I think they're just trying to escape from what is already here. So the little serotonin where them get from just imagining, being in that little rush, it probably just make them feel good for like a 3 minutes of the song before them have to go in and work and clock in, and then them can go up on lunch and listen to the next song and them feel like them can de-stress a little bit. There are people that them probably are fake choppers, because they hear the one song them, yeah, but you genuinely have
Not
people
one.
who listen to these songs just to escape their day-to-day reality and nothing more.
I
All
think
right.
it
So
also helps. Okay, go off,
me
Moons.
did want to say me did want to say something. Let's do one little, what do we call this one, hypothetical. Let's say somebody did start make music. One artist come out and him decide to start make music, and the subject matter feel music. And ladies, please don't recall him say this. Is that him rape woman and him want other man for rape woman too? Right? This are the music where I produce, this are the music where I make, this are the music where now I circulate. Is this man I sing, yeah man, whole I don't, blah blah, right? Straight up, that's how I do. If we as one society did just sit down and just make people listen to that music there, and just have the music there circle round, and we just accept, say, yo, the music here the type of music where we listen to, wouldn't you
It,
think that would have kind of impact how the people them would have actually operate in the society?
if
And
I
would have
may,
also
Moons,
would have also be a bad reflection on the society where allow somebody to produce that type of music there too,
there's literally already a
and kind of
song
embolden it.
about that. There's literally, and we mentioned it
There's a
earlier. It's
Which
that's
which
literally
Oh,
song is
really?
about
Which one?
rape?
that's literally Ramping Chop.
No, no.
Spice
Aha.
Girl get
Whoa,
raped?
Wait,
Bro,
hold
whoa,
on.
whoa,
bro,
whoa,
that's
Hold on.
Yo,
literally
hold
Ramping
on,
Chop,
Hold on.
Okay.
bro.
Hold
hold
on.
on.
Because
Well,
okay,
Spice Girl get raped.
I
No.
want you guys to think
hello,
about
no name,
I
yo.
want you guys to watch that interview that what's your name again? Queen Ifrica did on the Fix. Because she spoke about being so uncomfortable with that song. The same way I was. I remember being like 13 and then I played that in at the school bus and I was so uncomfortable because I'm like,
Yeah.
what is this? And then the fact what all right, the thing that made me uncomfortable, he had this line where he was saying something about uniform, lift up a uniform or something like that. This is a grown man. Like, you don't need to, and even if you could say, oh, he's singing in the perspective of a child, you're a grown man though. Why are you singing in the perspective of
We
a
o-
child and speaking of lifting up a child's uniform and then singing about taking your
hang
come
on,
on, bro.
Mikey.
That's such a disgusting song.
Sorry,
Ooh, that just made my skin crawl.
no nipples. Me sorry, me just have one. Mikey, you can play Ramping Shop. Me no remember that song they go.
No, him not have to
When
play
you come
Ramping
in
Shop.
and
But
ramping
but there's
shop.
But
there's Even
Yeah,
let no.
Yeah,
me can't
we're
that. Me
not
think
playing
it's
that
so, but me never
online.
vibe
Already
with
wrong
that
song me
bad.
I'm
I talk
actually
about.
very
Yeah, hold
uncomfortable
on.
hearing more than 30 seconds of that song because I can make me
Like
cringe.
Okay,
No.
probably is the wrong song me I talk. Is the
Ramping Shop
Ramping
are the
Shop
song when
song
they
the
are sing
same one
with
about
Spice, the
take
song
away
they
your
are sing with
Yeah,
Spice.
no.
virginity?
Oh,
All
there's
Is
right.
that the
more.
same
Hold
No,
song?
on.
Yeah, no,
no.
vibration are different.
Ramping Shop are the one when sing with Spice.
Please.
Order
Oh,
in the
all right
So
then.
hold
court.
on.
Never mind. I just went off for no reason. But yeah, that's the song that I meant. The versatility song. I can't even say the word. It's so disgusting.
Okay. Cool. Now, firstly, even if what you're some people, if you analyze the lyrics of certain dancehall songs, you can pick you're bound to pick up things that are absolutely really fucked up and disgusting and weird. Squash have a song where him talk about him piss pan woman. No one has ever I've never heard nobody talk about that. I've so no one has seemed to mention that he's talking about pissing on women. But people just like it because the whole gist of the song is not rape. The whole gist of people that's not what people just listen to it and dance to it just because of the sound and the
Man,
rhythm and the moving of it. They just listen to it to whine and dance. The mind not really, that's like how if they listen to like Puppy Tail is a great example. Everybody sees Puppy Tail as a really good dancer song in the sense of
Why would you
we
say
can go and we can whine to
I'm
it, but
sorry. What's
but
that
the
popping
lyrics
sound?
I don't know.
Is that your mic or
Somebody might cafe.
Oh yeah,
No.
man. Look like the Such B, Mike. Yo, Such B, do me a favor, you see me? Just a fix
leave?
that and come
I'm
back.
just kidding.
No. Just a fix that and come back. Just there make sure, is it? For this
Yeah,
year, not,
so
you
Oh
so
no,
know.
she's
so so Puppy
Oh
Tail.
my god.
Just
Everybody
fix
knows
that and
Puppy
come
Tail
back, man.
because everybody will whine to Puppy Tail, but the lyrics of Puppy Tail is not really about whining. It's about really rough doggy style sex. But it's about people take it as whining. So even if Virginity has lyrics which are referring to grown men having sex with young girls, people not meds in that, and so there I don't find the song disturbing because I've never meds the lyrics of the song like that. I never took it like that. I just meds it as a song people fuck to or people will
yeah, but you
whine
know
to.
how to take the music as what it is, feed influence you. So subliminally. You
My
get what
thing
me I
is,
say?
I have a different view on the
All right, let
whole
me tell you why.
influence.
this could
Hold
be
on,
Uh,
true.
Doc. I can't see nobody name. Is this Farid talking?
Yeah, man,
yes.
I've heard.
All right, just give me a second. Let me tell you why I know that song was about what it was because Queen Africa spoke out about it and she was supposed to perform on I think it was Sunfest. And because she told them that like she was uncomfortable with the song choice, I think it was the same year that Cartel was performing alongside her. The people them say, yo,
Cut that
we
off.
not take you off. I think it was Flow. It was sponsored by Flow, and the manager for Flow, who me not gonna say that, cause me no know for sure, but she spoke up about being uncomfortable with that song and how everybody are promote it and all these major. Cause remember, so we have the little people them in other not little but big people them in other round table in other in other the upper echelon somewhere pull the strings, right? So they were like, oh no, we this song is like speaking to what we're into, so no. And she's like, yeah, that's the problem though. And them take her off a Sunfest. And my thing is, if it wasn't that serious, why take her off a Sunfest? Why not just leave her and say, yo, that little idiot Rasta woman, yeah, make sure go and go perform her thing. And why I feel so threatened by Queen Africa? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but I wasn't
That's sketchy.
disputing that, but it's for again, I could be speaking from a certain place mentally, but the whole thing where music influences you, I understand how it can, but at the same time, I also don't agree that oh, music is what's driving crime. Like, oh, chopper song, bus gun song, like all of that isn't what's driving crime for the most part.
Yeah, it
Like,
definitely encourages it, but it's not like the main factor. I mean, we all know the main factor is poverty.
yeah,
Um,
like,
yeah.
So Keisha, move.
why
So
thing?
if you look on Jamaica like this, all right? Jamaica as a nation, may I go talk about the really popular music we tend to produce nowadays and certain things we know about Jamaica as a nation. We produce enough bad man tune, be a gunshot, kill people, bad people, whatever. Jamaica have one of the highest murder rate in the entire world. we produce a lot of homophobic songs, kill Batman, burn out Batman, boom bye bye, and a Batman and all them shit there. We are one of the most homophobic countries in the world. Jamaica produced in recent times a lot of scamming songs. We also end up have one very high scamming rate in our recent years. I think this we also produce a lot of songs involving sex. Again, one very promiscuous society. Think all of this seem to have one little effect where the music we produce seem to always trail back to the things that we just tend to keep on and do.
Yeah,
And as,
of
I
as the
would
course.
say
world get,
scamming
the more we
specifically,
produce,
Yeah, but
maybe.
I
like
don't.
it.
Drugs, maybe.
The music is not first. The act these things are first. Then the music follows. The music is not first. So you can't. The egg might be first before the chicken, but you can't kill the second and expect it to impact the first. So even if you stop the music, it's not going to stop the scamming because the scamming is going to continue. The scamming existed before the music. The music just
Really?
highlight the scamming.
So do you think Marksman is
Glorified.
a
No, but
scammer?
when we talk about we are counteract the music, what we are trying to counteract is the mindset. We don't want people to feel emboldened in them things here. If we keep on to
Yeah.
produce, because the music is a part of the culture. So when you get rid of the music, you basically try to get rid of one of the ways we are emboldened
Yeah,
all
but
of them
even
aspects
so,
here of
Yeah.
the
What do you
the
culture
think?
music
of
is
the
such a
country.
tiny
It's
factor. The music is such a small factor. It's an
it's
extremely
not though. It's
insignificant
literally
factor.
not, because when people, okay, I'm in Canada right now. The first thing when people hear me come from Jamaica, oh my
All
God,
right.
Bob Marley, oh my God, I love you guys' music. It's a huge part of Jamaica, so don't even try and minimize that.
Yes, it is. It is a huge part of Jamaica, but the impact music has on Jamaicans people. I have never listened to a song, and I refuse, and I doubt that anybody who does not want to, like say, you have Jimmy. Jimmy not gonna murder nobody. Jimmy never murdered nobody yet. Jimmy not no violent inclination. He is not going to up and listen to fucking Contract Killer by Massacre and say, "Yep, this is the name of kill song."
I'm gonna do
But
He
it.
is
that's
not
Yeah,
going
you
to do
no,
though,
that.
you
and
have
it's
to
easy
No,
to
have.
say
no
that.
one is
It's
going to
easy
do
to
that.
say
Yeah,
that as
The
like
only people that
it's
are going
copyright
funny
to
you
do it are
said
rules.
people
that,
that already have the inclination to do that. The
It's
music is not
crazy
going to
because
rebirth that
it's
but
in
them
them.
they are
so
the people where you
easy.
don't want to embolden though.
I
Yeah.
agree.
All right.
Because look
Come
on
remember
America,
say.
for example, you have oh go
Go
on.
ahead, Moons.
I can say if you look on America, for example, you have the African Americans and you have the quote unquote pale Americans. And for the African Americans, them tend to be the ones where actually go out and do the drug selling and do the gang banging and do all of the shooting and shit. But the white Americans them also listen to the same type of music, generally speaking. So why the white Americans them not do it? Is because them tend to be separate from the actual music
First of
and
all,
the people
Moons.
them will
But
actually have the
okay,
culture
First
and
of
are get
all,
sometimes.
Moons.
emboldened by the
First
culture.
of all, Moons, Muslim. How
Hold on.
many of these pale Americans are school shooters?
Yikes.
Oh wow.
Yo, wait, stop.
Close up the man up real
Stop,
quick.
stop, stop, brother. I'm sorry. What that have to do with anything? When are the last
No,
time you
it
hear
has
one
a
rapper come out and
lot.
talk about, yeah, man, bro?
Literally, there are like
No,
12
it
school
has
shootings
a
every
lot.
month, bro. What
It
are you
has
talking
a
about?
lot to do. The fact that you
No,
were
me I talk
just
about the music.
saying,
There's no
no,
music where
hold
Yeah,
on,
embolden the
he's
school
hold
talking about
on,
the
shooting.
music. For real. Me
hold
not agree with
on,
that. Me not agree with
hold
that because
on.
there's no song
You,
about shooting up a school. So what's your point
no,
there?
But no,
hold
but the
on.
point is, if you're gonna say music promotes violence in a very general way, then it doesn't need to be specific to, oh, I'm gonna sing a song that I'm gonna shoot up
It's not.
kids in a school.
Hold on.
If
Let me
it's
say
speaking
something.
about the
Listen, when
topic,
You
I
then
say
it's
cannot,
pushing
music
the
have,
hold
idea
on,
when
of
I
hold
the
say
on.
topic in
music
a
have
hidden
magic
way.
Moons,
power, people just hear it and go out and do it.
Moons,
May I say music just play one aspect. You have other aspects that can influence it too.
hold
Like
on.
poverty, which most people in Jamaica tend to experience.
Can I interject? First of all,
One,
I don't know who said it a while ago. You cannot say that you're generalizing music and then pick a specific group as an example.
Mm,
Reason being, let's say I go over Yui and I play.
okay.
But let's just say I could have go anywhere in the world. Make we say me I'll go over country and play one song about scamming or whatever. You cannot say, all right, Baba and for him friend them go and go scam. Yet still Sarah them listen to the song and them, you know, them do some. You cannot compare them to violence. Anyways, if even if the black people, let us say, even if they are what you say in those activities, right? You cannot generalize the music and then pick a specific group as an example. And I think I don't know who was saying it. They had a point that they were saying that you have to have the intention. If me listen to a song where say yo, me go take with somebody man, me know say me can't take with nobody man, me know say me don't want nobody man for nothing. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And that comes from you literally having your own mind for yourself. If you don't have a head for yourself and
Literally.
you have the
No, but I think
intention. No, if you have the intention, you're going to do it, whether the music tell you or not. It is almost as if my mother tell me, say, oh, if your friend a jump off a bridge, you go jump off with you.
no, but I think
Yeah.
the point he was
I have
making was the cultural impact because he mentioned black people, right? But like 90% of Jamaicans are black. So which means me not really understand you bringing up that. And most of these songs, hip hop, dancehall, they are catered to the black community. So them I got
Well,
influence you in
I
that
have
let me
way
two
because the
points.
explain.
song is made by us and for us. So
And if you're
I
talking
have
about music, you have to mention
Let me
everybody.
Moons
yeah,
fast
but
let
not
me
forward to
everybody
explain.
has the same type of
So,
cultural music. Music
but
is cultural.
here's the thing though.
We're forgetting that fact.
In America, when it comes to hip hop, that's pretty much the predominant music where everybody, not everybody, but most people in America listen to hip hop. White, black, Asian, Latino, whatever. Most of them listen to hip hop and R&B and all that shit. But what happens is the people who seem to be most affected or most influenced by the type of music we promote the shit are the black people them, we tend to be the ones who also produce the music as well. But the people them who don't as involved in it, them tend to just listen to the music and move on. So
do you
right now,
think about
everybody
the
on this call probably,
continue?
huh?
That's because they
Continue,
grew
hold
up
on.
in those
I'll talk
things.
after you. Hold on.
They say right now everybody in this call and probably people who let's say I don't know more higher up in the economic status in Jamaica, them can probably listen to them chopper music and it don't really bother them. Them not go out and bust gun or scam and do none of that shit. But for the more lower class Jamaican, where we tend to have a lot more lower class Jamaicans and shit, them tend to probably be more influenced by that stuff because them probably a deal with it in a real life. And when them see the music around them, which is the aspect of them culture also embolden it, it kind of make everything seem more logical for them to go through with. So that's why I may
Yeah, but
say
that's
it's
a
about the type of
Your
reflection of
people where the
point is
music are going to
Jamaica's
affect.
correct.
poverty.
Your point
That's a reflection
is
of the poverty and the lack of jobs and
Yes,
the corruption in the government.
that that's the
And
point that I
No,
was going to
I
make
don't
yeah,
like,
because as
well, it's
much
not
as
like say, me I go say we are going to fix the music aspect and forget everything else. But
nah,
you have
but
to fix
as
the
much
music
as
aspect.
I think the music is not even the best place to start, honestly.
mm-mm.
I think
I
that's the last
agree.
place to start. The first place to start
Homes.
is burning down that Negril sign, shitting on it,
Aye,
vandalizing it. No,
hello.
I'm not even kidding.
But them teeth it already,
Vandalize that
my
shit
girl. Them
because
teeth it
it is
already.
a mockery of Jamaican. It is a mockery to us
Hey,
to sit in our face and talk about, oh, 12, it's a
How
$12
much?
million sign
$12
when
million.
you know say it costs
Thief
maybe
them
like
teeth the
1
money.
mil, 2 mil, and you know don't
Thief them
split up
teeth
and
the
get
money.
phone
That's
shares
a
already.
different
It
topic,
is a
but
mockery.
Thief them teeth the
that's a
money.
separate topic
Yeah, that's true.
because I can
well, you
tell
have
you
to take
why
into
or some
account.
of the money up where that 12 million dollar went. I can tell you that, but that's
It
a separate
gone on the
topic.
wellness bench too.
Stop it. Anyway,
Where is that
Let me go
wellness
unburden
bench?
myself.
Where is that
anyway,
wellness bench? I need to take a seat.
same. But what did I say? Jesus of His mercy. Oh, as much as certain type of music will glorify certain things, and I will agree that certain subject matters, yes, music would have made it more popular, push people to do it. Again, my biggest thing is skeng and drugs. So that I will say contributed a lot to the popularity of a lot of drugs. Granted, people were still taking that drugs, and it's not lower class people that were popping Molly. Such
Yeah, now everybody
school,
want to try it.
I will not call such school's name, but there's a
Money people.
particular school where it was very prevalent. The only problem is Skeng now made it a lot more popular, so now quote unquote lower class people know, oh shit, there's Molly, let me try it. and then they become addicted.
Yeah.
Certain topics these artists are singing, they're not doing that. So like, I don't know about you, but I don't think Marksman is actually a scammer.
But
Like,
that
if you
brings
He
listen
me
to Run the
isn't.
to
Ground, I don't think
sorry.
Marksman is really scamming like that. Like,
I
to be
can
honest,
tell
I
you
don't
he isn't.
I
But
don't
that
think Baker is out here busting headbacks
reminds me
like
of the
that.
point I was going to make
He's a
earlier.
he's a
You
he's a
think actual
decent
scammer
student.
listen to him?
He's
But
a
hold
decent
on.
student.
Just be how
Let's
you
just
know.
But
leave it
hold
there.
on. But
Let's just leave it
I'll
there.
agree
Just
that
be no Marksman, you
certain
know. Bobuga.
what?
Hold
Let's
on,
just
make
leave
Keisha
it
finish.
there.
But I agree that music in some or to some extent in certain circumstances will give people the idea that I want to do this. Again, I agree that it's intentional, but I also agree that it's situational. So if you're in poverty and you really need to find a way to make money and you hear contract killer, you're gonna say, maybe I should do that too. I'll agree with that, but I still don't think banning music is gonna do anything.
Well, I think it will definitely make a difference, and here's why. Because somebody made the comment, and I was going to make this point earlier. Somebody said, uh, the biggest impact it will have an effect, the people it will have the biggest impact on are children. It's easy for us to sit and with our cognitive intellect and our ability to conceptualize things and make mature decisions because we're adults, but we forget the fact that there are children growing up on this music. They can't avoid it. It's like it's literally a part of our culture. It's being played at school functions, in the buses. Oh my goodness, can we start with the buses, please? Like, the
So
buses actually traumatized me as a child. So like, I think if we want to start somewhere in terms of the music, we can probably start in other buses too. But children are
but
impressionable. They
But this
they
has
really
always
are.
been a problem, though. That's my thing. It's been a problem since time, since music debut. It's been a problem.
Yeah, so
So
like it's a
One, yeah,
problem,
yeah,
and
like,
yeah,
then so
four.
how do we
Yes,
wait there,
bro.
wait there. How do we solve that problem? How do we
bro,
solve that problem? Oh, witty
music.
there.
What you
Live,
going there,
live,
man?
live,
Stop saying
live.
How
what
how
you
do we
road now.
solve that problem then?
How do I
You
solve
get
what
what I
problem?
mean? And I think this ban,
Can I
it's not
ask
a
a
bad
very
place to
cliche
You're
start.
trying
question?
to put a band-aid over a
Can I
gunshot
ask a very
wound.
cliche question?
It's not a bad place to start though.
George B, you have the floor.
No, it's not a bad place to start, really and truly. I think this question, you probably people hear it all the time. Where are the parents? Cool. There's a specific upcoming artist, I'll call no name,
Call
and
name.
that
Don't.
person that person is required by relatives that if they want to continue, them a continue, they have to maintain school and they have to maintain school grades.
Marksman is up.
Oh,
No,
marksman.
Me no know which other artist still in a school.
Yeah,
So
man,
I
no,
cannot
yeah,
say.
yeah,
Like,
that
you see
bro.
the bags that are
all I
Baker or
was
something.
saying,
Baker not,
as I
Yo,
was saying,
just tell me if you can get Marksman on this, you know. You see.
anyways, so it's a requirement, and I know of other very influential people who their parents require that they do good in school, or their parents require that certain things they don't get into. Now, I think it's a very cliche question because really and truly, some of the parents are not there, and we can't even blame the kids. But what about the parents who do have some form of influence? Because trust me, as little as it can be, it could have do something. Because there's
That's
no way in hell me could have listened to a scammer song. My mother, she said me gone out her. I couldn't even take public transportation come me yard, much less to come home, come listen. We couldn't even listen. Where them call it? We couldn't even listen Vibes Cartel or Spice in my yard
same.
without
That people
without
are here with
hearing.
same.
cartel.
I
But
mean,
it's easy to
but
say that because all right, that brings me to another issue that we have in Jamaica. Whoa, we have so many issues, don't we? Just take a shot at how many
wait,
Overpopulation.
issues.
but pre,
Um,
kind of sound like when I talk from more of a, a protected family perspective, because for the
Yes.
reality,
exactly.
for
Thank
Exactly.
you.
Say it,
most,
witty.
Witty,
Say it.
Witty,
Say it,
thank
witty.
you
yeah,
so
because
much for
most
our
inner
break.
city people, them now have that issue on that talk about, boy, you can't take bus guy yard,
Thank
or
you.
yeah, you remember
That
that.
me just
No,
did
but
I will
that's why
say.
I said
Can't
that it's a
most
cliche
inner city
question.
picnic. have to take bus guard them yard because them
Yes,
Okay,
nah
Okay,
nah
but
hold
allow
no,
on.
reach
but
home apart
most of
that's
time.
them,
hold on,
hold
hold
on, and
on.
let me answer
That's
the
why I
question that she
said that it's a
asked.
very cliche question. That's why I
Yes,
said
such
that
be
it
asked,
might not
where are the parents?
apply. I'm just
Where are
saying
the
that
fathers?
who
Where
Hold
are
do
the
on.
have
You
fathers?
know,
the
what the
Hold,
father
hold,
dead,
hold, hold.
the father dead, the father dead cause him be involved in a crime, and the mother did
no,
probably
I
support him
asked
all the way
where are
through,
the
Move,
and she just a
parents
try
that
look for a little
have the
money.
influence.
move.
I did not ask where are parents in general. I asked where are the parents who have the influence.
And how
Meaning,
much of them did about? Them
that's
that
what
about
I'm
the 10%.
saying. You can
Exactly.
take that into consideration. I'm not, but a little bit can do so much more. You don't know if that 10% they are the people them who are gonna cause only a problem in the future. You don't know.
Okay, I have a
No, the ten
very
percent. The 10% are the good people. The bad people are the parents them who don't give a fuck about them picnic like that. The bad people are parents who probably are grow up in the
But you
same
have a lot
exact
of
culture we may are talk
Yep,
about right now.
yep.
Then grow up and listen to certain shit. Them grow up and take in certain shit as norms and values. And that's how them are gonna teach them picnic. If them even decide to raise them at all. And don't just make
okay.
them run out
Hold
the road and
on,
do whatever they want.
hold on, though.
Right, go on.
Hold on. So the
Go on, go on, go
initiative
on.
was that
Go
we're
on.
gonna ban dancehall lyrics that are promoting certain subject matter. Fine, cool, whatever. The problem that I think me and Mr. Nothing were talking about was how they're going about it. Nobody listens to the radio like that. Even if they ban dancehall music on the radio or
Oh
any
my
public
God.
broadcasting platform, they're still gonna play it in the bus. Them still gonna play it at corner shop. Them still gonna play it on YouTube. So the point that we were making is that it's ineffective in trying to
Yeah,
achieve the outcome that they're going to go for.
Me
Because
get it.
listen, my
Me
we
get
get
it,
it.
grandmother
We
that
Keisha.
get
drives
that.
isn't gonna listen to the radio and hear
Oh my days. You remind me
protocol.
of those people who are like,
So
oh, me
Keisha,
not
Keisha,
vote because, like, shut up. Like, okay, you
where you
never
mm-mm,
are
vote.
right now,
Does
Keisha?
that help?
Huh?
mm-mm.
No, but
Oh
hold
my
on. No,
No,
goodness.
it
But
doesn't
I
help
but
that
wouldn't
you
say.
Keisha,
complain. It's
answer
better than
question.
nothing.
Yeah,
yeah, but
yeah.
but
I
but 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 the it's like a risk reward. Like for example, how much do you lose versus how much do you gain from banning dancehall music? The more that
exactly.
the little that you gain
You
doesn't
don't
make
really
up
lose
because it's
much.
so no
It's
You don't
less
lose
like it's
anything.
because
so
no but
inconsequential
banning
in the grand scheme of
yeah
things.
it doesn't it's not going to change anything but vex
It's the
people.
radio. They're
Just
You
still
know, I
gonna have
think
it on
gonna
them
happen. I
phone.
think radio just going to go extinct.
It
I
already
think
how many
nobody
children,
don't
since
listen
we're
to
being
radio.
I
specific to
can't tell
children,
when the
it's
how
not
last
many
time them
extinct
children are
play
though.
listening to the radio?
The older generation still listens to
Hello?
radio. So
Exactly, but
when
they
they
aren't the
go
type
Inside
that
the
are
off,
going to listen to
it's
radio.
bus
gonna.
gun contract killer
Can
protocol
you
like
do me a favor?
running
Tell
ground like
mom I've got to zip 103 and I'm
and
not
I'm not
coming
coming
back.
coming back.
Yo.
But yes, to achieve the outcome that they want, it's very
So
inconsequential.
what
I'm
would
not
you
saying it's not.
suggest? What would you suggest now?
I'm not a politician, baby. Anyway, but
Ah,
Here we
Order,
go.
order, order in the courtroom.
That's
as
the
that
problem with
still
the Jamaican
nobody.
people. Them
I don't have a
complain, but they
problem with
Them
the
never want to
complain,
initiative that
but
actually
they're
them
come up with a
taking.
move
solution.
and
If
they
they
don't have
don't,
a
if
sol.
they
They
do,
don't have an
no, but
alternative.
wait, hold on.
you
Wait,
can
let me.
identify there's a problem without having to provide an alternative, though.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but what is
Why?
the
Then you
problem
waste my
with
time.
banning it from radio? We already know. So, all right, yeah, we know. Say it not gonna make much
Why
of a
not so aggressive to
difference.
one another? I don't
What's
understand.
next?
When can talk nice and have a decent conversation, you know, so
no, but I just
aggressive.
saw the motive go. Like
I thought that was what
that's
we're
where it go.
doing.
Yeah,
That's how the thing stay still.
Aggressive
That's
man.
what we're doing.
yeah, but
This is
I
what
either
can't
way,
happens when
believe that
there's
this is me.
passion.
I think this was me
That's
being
the
nice.
point. I think the point that me and
Yeah, if this
whoa,
was
I almost said
angry,
the
would have
goodie.
sound weird.
The point that we were trying to make wasn't that it was a bad initiative. It was just that the way that they're going about it just never really made no sense.
no,
Like,
but
I think
hold
they
on.
should start with the school buses. I think they should have actual, like how foreigners see the big yellow bus. I think they should have those, like how them bring JUTC. How many
Money.
years now since we've had JUTCs?
Yeah, but
Bring some actual
Money.
designated school buses. Hold on, let me finish. Put cameras in the school buses, actual
Cameras have
functional
always been in the
cameras in the
school
school
buses.
buses. No, they're not. At St. Thomas, me come from. We don't have school bus. We don't have JTC. We don't have stoplights. We don't have KFC.
No, hold on, the nipples. Hold on, I understand all of that, but the JUTC bus them have cameras.
Are they being monitored though?
Bro, JUTC
Oh,
bus have
And this for the
little
problem they
glass
know.
balls, but they don't work. I have never in my entire life
Yeah, I
heard
genuinely
of
feel like they
any,
don't work.
but
They're
any,
just
if they
there.
don't work, they're just there. No one has,
Yeah,
they've
they need to be
never
actually functional,
been used.
and they need to not be playing those kind of music in the buses for the put in them ear.
What? What? No, but that's the whole point of the Broadcast Commission banning that because JUTC works off the radio. So when they ban stuff like that off the radio, it's just a
No, but
start.
I think she referred. No, but I think she referring to like the chichi bus them.
Yeah, but I
What?
think in general there should be like general like designated school buses, not just JETC. Because I
Yeah,
mean
but
everybody
that's
take the
big dreams.
Next
JETC,
thing,
right?
next
Yeah,
thing you
that's
know,
big
they
dreams.
tell us you have
The
15
children,
million for one of them.
right? No, but the children need to be separate from the adults because that's actually a safety issue too. How much pitney get assaulted pan buses? Hello, we're not gonna even go pan there. So,
I
but they
think
need to
it's
have
mainly children
designated school
assaulting other
buses.
children.
No, man, I mean by adults.
I
I mean
shouldn't
by bus
laugh. I should
drivers.
not laugh.
They need to have background checks for the bus drivers who drive the school buses. They need to have cameras, and they need to not play the music in the bus stop. That's my alternative.
So all on
In
the
the
nipples,
buses.
nipples, nipples. One ask this. Like it sounds great in the grand scheme of things, but who the fuck pay for all of that?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I
who
was
will pay
just
for
about to
that?
ask. Like, who's going to pay for all of that?
You mean so we at the me ear to right now? Me ignorant because
That's
you
what I'm
mean
telling you, say
say
15 million for one bus.
wait now. You mean to tell me say $12 million for a nigga sign
I know
and
we a
no,
politician.
nobody no.
Acquisition of the
But
property.
we make hold guys, don't make me get upset. We make the politicians. You
Yeah,
think
but
if
no, like in
hold on,
regards,
let me
Me never make
finish.
a
You
well.
think
Me
if
ne
the whole of
sign no paper
Jamaica
over
know,
for
you
go make
think
the
if
grill sign
alright,
no
where
ma.
the year when we are such idiots, where the year when Black Lives Matter everybody put up oh black screen like we are idiot, like we ever been abused by no cops. You think if the whole of Jamaica decided, you know say no we not vote, you know say no we not go work tomorrow. Jamaica shut down, you know?
I mean, yes,
Ear on
but
Alright,
nipples, ear on nipples, ear
that's
on nipples. You see me? You already
Yeah,
have the
it's
die
drastic, but
hard
there needs
them,
to be
the
drastic movement
extremists
so we can
them.
see drastic change.
Yeah,
it's
but
tradition. You can't change the old
you
heart them.
can't
You
change it, bro.
now go change the old heart them. You have man where all of them a vote from the as they lick 18 them a vote. They're never going to change. They are die-hearted
They
voters.
but the younger
Modern people
generation it outweighs the older population by a great deal.
in
no, but
politics.
nipples. How many young people you know have votes?
Literally,
Enough. I
like
know a lot. I know quite a lot.
I
Why?
don't
When
know
I
one
say
have
young, I
most man
mean
you have
under
vote.
the age of so
Of
not 60
30?
and up. Yeah, so between
under the
like
age of 25.
yeah under 25. So our age group.
Enough people me know
Mm,
about.
I
Enough
don't know a
people.
soul. I mean, I got
Wait,
21 and I
you
know
But the
mean
people
one
who
phone age
vote
sign.
as
group,
So
right?
IDs.
and I'm proud to say that though. You get what
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm
no, but it's the
proud.
reality.
shaky?
It's the reality.
Baby, if I'm
Shaky.
being honest, I couldn't give one shit
Madiva
more
Me no
about
voters
care.
them.
Jamaica.
Me
Me
Like,
don't
know.
care.
Madiva voters
Me
no
them.
know.
vote.
Don't
Me know I only
care.
don't care. Me know.
Don't
Because if
care.
we did care, these things would be implemented, and that's my point. Like we need to care as a younger generation. We love to sit down and say, "Oh, the older generation
First of
left us, and the
all,
economic status of
Mhm.
Jamaica is in
first of
shambles.
all,
We can't get the job, and what are we doing? We
in
need to go shit
politics,
on the
they're
nigger
not
sign and
allowing.
vandalize it.
No, in politics,
Yeah,
they're not allowing
Hold on, Mr.
younger
Speak.
generations to come into to politics. Have you seen? There have been so many younger people that try to go into politics, and they're fought out because they prefer to have the older heads up there till them are dead and drop out.
we need to go crazy. We need to burn down the
I
white
mean, the
no White
problem is to
House. And
unify everyone.
what we having a Jamaica where it's
What
like
How
you want,
similar to the
Bunda?
White
Prime
House.
Minister's house.
We need to burn it down, burn it
Yo,
Come
hey,
down.
go
yo, let's
bono.
calm down now. Hold
Yo,
on.
come go
Yo,
Hey,
bono.
let's chill out now. Let's not say anything like
Whoa,
that on the podcast now.
whoa.
Come guys,
You
let's meet at
know, me never
Clocktown.
know say nipples as one woman after my own heart. How come you
No,
never
but
yo,
tell me?
Lakafi.
Yo,
shaky.
coffee.
No, I'm frustrated moons because it's like I
Seriously,
don't know.
nipple. Yeah, me and you, your nipples we forward. You have me on your side now. Burn everything down.
No, it's
That is how
true
you know
though.
you've
Like
gone wrong.
we sit up here on the podcast every day and we
Means I
complain. Whether
agree
we
with
did
you.
a podcast subject of not having jobs or some shit what the guy said that was just completely oh what when said the tweet when did say? Out
Oh,
of
there's something
touch.
Oh
about.
yeah, brain
Oh
drain.
yeah.
Yeah, and we sit down and we say, oh, him wrong and da 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 da. And none of we as a collective, as young people, we have a voice, we have impact. We absolutely have impact. Why
Who's
I
going to
think
listen to you?
You think I'm not we're
wait
not
no,
disputing that, Nipples,
you
and I
make
agree that
them
if
listen.
we do it together and all of that, the problem is how many like-minded young people are we gonna find? Because you have your
Exactly.
youth leaders that are very poised for certain positions. Like I can think of at least two people that are poised to be prime ministers. How many of them really have the same outlook that we have? Because we can have all 10 of us
Not
on the
a
The
lot of
youth
podcast.
them.
Each of
leaders,
us have
them
like
don't
five
worth nothing.
friends
All
that
right.
agree with us. Like I'm sure we can find people that have similar outlooks. But
But
it's
me
It's
not
never
practical.
talk about people
Listen, the
like
only way y'all gonna
directly
get change
in
like
a
that.
I don't mean I know, and I'm not saying like we're talking directly people that are in like politics or like
yeah.
anything or like any youth centered person that's in any political affiliation or anything. The problem is we're always going to be divided in some way. So like for example, we can all agree that children deserve some more protection, for example, like whether or not it's from dancehall. The problem is going to be it's going to end up being one big great problem. Everybody's going to be divided about how we're gonna do it. And there aren't going to be the same views that people have about certain things. So the way you feel about the Negro sign, I couldn't care less. And I understand why I get why you're mad, but I also understand or I can to some extent, see why it costs $12 million. The point is that as much as young people do have a voice, the problem is, are we going to have a unified voice?
I can't even believe you just say you get why the Negro sign costs $12 million. So I'm gonna
My
skip
advice
over that. I'm
gone.
absolutely baffled.
It
But
don't cost $12 million.
Obviously, I wasn't actually
I
justifying
mean,
it necessarily.
when you take in consideration like the plot for them there for buy to do all of that shit, but I still not think it necessary. Them could have just slap a billboard right there and say welcome to the great.
literally, or just design some stone and spell out the letters
When
and
this lock
paint the
up, I'm
stone
shouting
them.
about that.
But as me, I say still. As it relates to the music, I genuinely still don't. I'm not convinced that the impact of dance and music is so great. I do. Mooney did make a good point that you don't want to embolden the people that already have the inclination to commit murder or already have the inclination to scam. But I think at that point, if they already have the inclination to do it, banning dance and music is one of the. It seems like a very fat workaround that it's going to cause more harm than anything else.
I mean,
Because then at
it's
the
just
end of the
supposed
day,
to be
banning
one
dance and music
aspect
is
where
dampening.
you
It's just
The
dampening the
music would
culture.
just be the catalyst. So
Yes,
if
it's dampening the culture.
dancehall music
yeah,
wasn't
it's
what pushed
like
them to do it, something else would have done it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if Moons had the
if Andrew
inclination
needs to
to,
get up and say, listen, move, finish what
huh?
you finish what you say.
If Moons had the inclination to
Finish what you
let's
say.
say, if Moons had the inclination to let's say murder somebody and dance and music is banned,
All right.
as Keisha was going to say, is that I'm pretty sure something would have happened. Like one day you'd be walking and you hear the JUTC was sending drive past you and you just say, all right, that is my catalyst, and you just go murder somebody. I don't think that bad in the music because music is so it's a very insignificant factor. It's very small in the big factors of things, in the big scheme of things. So even these people that already have the inclination for it, it's kind of too late for them, and music is not the way to go to put an end to these people. It's not music.
Minus scamming.
Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
You're welcome.
Okay,
me
but
really
yeah, as
make
I
no
No,
say,
comment
I'm
don't
here.
get
effective.
me wrong.
Manscaped.
Me, me nah say, if you just get rid of the music, everybody are gonna be all well and good. Like, no, it's just one aspect where I gotta try to clear up. Like me did say with my previous example, me not think anybody would want to live in our society where somebody just openly make music about how him rape woman. Who probably would have be like, yo, get that shit off of the airwaves. We
Exactly.
don't
So
want to
why are
hear
we
it,
so
right?
comfortable with songs about murder?
That is the
Why?
better point. Is
Exactly.
that the
And
songs are
and
that the
then
better
we look
point is
for
that the
what we
songs are
actually
making it
do.
more
We
tolerant.
actually kill a lot of people.
No, the point, that's actually what I meant to say a lot earlier when Mooney brought up the point. The songs maybe are making us more tolerant of it,
Yeah,
but I wouldn't necessarily say it's making us more likely to do it.
yeah, but
No, but
where do you draw the
tolerating it,
line?
Possibly, but
Where do
Mooney
you
wants
tolerating
to
it
hold
feel
on,
is
more
hold
not.
on?
tolerant
Because
type either.
hear
Yeah.
my point.
If
Because
you tolerate
if
it, you're
me
basically emboldening the other people who actually
thank you,
do it.
Moons, give me a big fat choops right now. If
What is
you
wrong
all
with
right,
you?
if
Elvis,
you
I
go in a
can't
hold
Please.
on, hold
support
on,
you no
let me
more,
calm down.
please.
If you go in a court, right? If you see a man kill a man, right, and them say yo you did see it and you never report it or you never say nothing, what them say Witty are the lawyer, what them call that associated or what them call it, man, help me out
Accomplice.
when accomplice side or whatever the word
Answer no with you what happened. A
accomplice,
3 years
you're
now that you know my
accomplice,
answer.
we are
I'm telling
accomplices
you.
because we tolerate this stuff. And the comment we say, oh, this generation isn't willing to die. I agree. I just that.
Same.
I mean,
But
I don't
here's the thing:
think.
we don't have to die to for there to be change. I don't think so. I think we
No,
just
but
have to be
honestly,
a
with
collective.
usually with history, with most great changes or any shifts in society, there is a lot of bloodshed that follows it.
Yeah,
That's
but
just how it works.
that is back then when them used to walk
Nope,
miles with
still
us.
happens to this day. To this
Yeah,
day,
but listen
Black
to what
Lives Matter was a
yeah,
slaughter.
but listen to what I'm saying. It wasn't that much of a slaughter.
Whoa.
Black Lives Matter wasn't that much of a slaughter. Not much people died in that whole thing. People got injured and things like that, but not much people died because we're
Not
in a
much people
modern
died.
era.
Not
Where
much people died. It
Moons,
never
Moons,
accomplished
I
none,
have the
and the
ball.
purpose is
I have the
completely
ball. I
worthless.
have the ball. I have the ball. So anywho, so in this modern era, people don't need to die for change, as Nipple said, people don't need to die for
Yeah.
change to happen. Zine, but to be fair, I'm not walking. How far did Paul Bogle walk? I'm not doing that. I genuinely don't believe anybody's doing
Yeah,
that.
because and you
Bro.
know the reason why we can say we're not doing that because Paul Bogle did walk in the first place because them man they put in the work so that the future generation can
No,
have a better Jamaica.
Bestie,
beautiful.
in
But
all
even
honesty, it's just people have a certain level of comfort they're not willing
Yeah,
to give up.
just sing
And
me
it's
off
that
for
Exactly.
real,
simple.
for real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
man, when you sit down on the comfort, and you sit down on the
You
call
have to get
center
rid of the
job, when you can't
comfort.
get a better job.
no, but
Yeah,
honestly,
man, and you sit down,
no, but look at it this way, because once you actually do get up and decide to make a stand, there's a certain level of sacrifice you're going to have to do, which is going to set you back like drastically. And to decide who wants to do that, it's kind of, yeah, nobody not really want to put them life aside for the greater good of everybody else, especially when everybody else ungrateful. Because quite
that are the
frankly,
thing. It not
Jamaicans are
means
really
that
ungrateful.
everybody else, but it's really for you too.
It's not going to benefit
It's for your
the individual.
children.
My children are not me. That's what.
My children don't exist.
Yeah, like.
my children
And
are
they
not
won't.
me. Bro, you know how mad that is to say? My
Saying
children are not me.
like me love how we are joke about this, but
How,
like we really want to
how
do some
that mad? How that
introspection
mad?
because what's the point of this podcast? Like we really want to ask you that. What's the point of this podcast? I thought we were to have real conversations that would
And for
invoke
run joke.
thought.
No,
Oh,
let's
well,
hold
me
on,
never come here
hold
for
on.
run no jokes. So me I go just
What?
cut and you
No,
don't invite me back on
I,
this.
no,
I,
hold on,
I,
hold on, hold
I,
on, hold
I,
on, hold on.
I.
Edit. What should I say? Anyways,
Ah!
for coming out. Thank you everybody for coming out.
Ah!
Let's have our closing dialogues. So, Mikey, what do you think? How would you close? What's your conclusion?
Oh, Jano, I think it runs deeper than the music, but I don't think this band is going to like change anything. To be very honest.
Amazing. Such B, what is your conclusion? How would you like to end? How would you like to close?
Such be there.
Incredible. Witty,
Okay.
Ah!
how would you like to close?
Oh, for the look on my catch still, yeah man, that is quite mad. That is quite crazy. But
Amazing.
yeah.
Keisha,
Um,
how would you like to close?
lack of the music, yeah.
Amazing. All right, guys. Thank you for coming out. We'll catch you next Sunday. Bye.
Yo,
Edit.
yo,
No, man,
yo,
edit.
yo,
Mikey,
yo,
edit.
yo,
Mikey,
the
you can
man them
edit it
run
and
Yo,
off.
give me
yo,
back.
What
lock
is
it up.
happening?
End it.
No,
End it.
no, no.
Quick.
We